Better it is to have a lower position in life and be free than to have a position of power only to be subject to the will of another. Nothing looks more like a man of sense than a fool who holds his tongue. When reading, don't let a single word escape your attention. One word may be worth 1,000 pieces of gold. Too much ale and a man's heart is laid open for all to see. I have just 3 things to teach simplicity, patience, and compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Good people always have very few friends because they value depth over numbers and quality over quantity. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Not to feel one's misfortunes is not human. Not to bear them is not manly. Be careful what you war to your dreams with. Water them with worry and fear, and you will produce weeds that choke the life from your dream. Water them with optimism and solutions, and you will cultivate success. Fill your bowl to the brim, and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife, and IT will blunt. A danger foreseen is half avoided. Rather have a little one for your friend than a great one for your enemy. Tell your friend your secret, and he will set his foot on your neck. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. One who is wise enough to secure the good of others has secured his own. Success is as dangerous as failure. Hope is as hollow as fear. A man who cannot tolerate small misfortunes can never accomplish great things. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. Age makes many a man whiter, but not better. You will reach your destination even though you travel slowly. The wise person acts without effort and teaches by quiet example. He accepts things as they come, creates without possessing, nourishes without demanding, and accomplishes without taking credit. Because he constantly forgets himself, he is never forgotten. Sometimes you must yield in order to win, and sometimes maintaining a low place leads you to win. When men meet foes in fight, better is stout heart than sharp sword. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Once one is a teacher, one becomes a parent for life. To know when you have enough is to be immune from disgrace. To know when to stop his, to be preserved from perils. Only thus can you endure. You can give a piece of advice, but not good luck along with it. The way you make your bed is the way you shall lie. He is little suited to be a baker whose head is made of butter. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. It's too late to shut the stable door after the horse has bolted. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. A truly good person doesn't dwell on her goodness, thus she can be good. A person of false goodness never forgets her goodness, thus her goodness is always false. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. One fool may ask more questions than 7 wise men can answer. A sheep's bite is never more than skin deep. All difficult things have their origin in that which is easy, and great things in that which is small. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. Wise men may be learned. Learned men may not be wise. Short is the life of the proud. By blackening another, you do not whiten yourself. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Woe to the stranger when trouble comes, for there will be no friend to take his part. Surely the worth of a man lies in 2 of his smallest parts, his heart and his tongue. Three things in the world worth having: courage, good sense, caution. The more prohibitions that are imposed on people, the people become, the more laws and regulations that exist, the more thieves and brigands appear. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. A wound never heals so well that the scar cannot be seen. A proud heart can survive a general failure because such a failure does not prick its pride. The old woman looks after the child to grow its teeth, and the young one, in turn, looks after the old woman when she loses her teeth. Act without expectation. If a man knew where he would fall, he would spread straw there first. He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask remains a fool forever. The best things in life are free. Because one believes in oneself, one doesn't try to convince others because one is content with oneself. One doesn't need others' approval because one accepts oneself. The whole world accepts him or her. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. A lazy shepherd is a wolf's friend. Time is a creative thing. To say I don't have time is like saying I don't want to. If a person seems wicked, do not cast him away. Awaken him with your words. Elevate him with your deeds. Repay his injury with your kindness. Do not cast him away. Cast away his wickedness. Do not desire to hurt others in the depths of your heart. Blame yourself as you blame others. Forgive others as you forgive yourself. Don't listen to what they say. Go see. If you understand others, you are smart. If you understand yourself, you are illuminated. If you overcome others, you are powerful. If you overcome yourself, you have strength. If you know how to be satisfied, you are rich. In times of prosperity, friends will be plenty. In times of adversity, not 1 in 20. One has always strength enough to bear the misfortunes of one's friends. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Speaking without thought is like shooting without taking aim. The wise man does not lay up his own treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. New beginnings are disguised as painful endings. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. What's your habits? They become your character. What's your character? It becomes your destiny. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. A child's lie is like a dead fish in a pond that in the end always comes to the surface, explains his mother. Speak well of your friend, of your enemy, neither well nor ill. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. The only thing we should be afraid of is stopping completely. A man who justifies his actions isn't respected. A man who boasts of his achievements has no merit. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. If a woman undresses herself in front of a man, she is expressing vulnerability, trust, and perhaps a desire for intimacy. It is no excuse for sin, if we have sinned for the sake of a friend. Crawling on hands and knees has never prevented anyone from walking upright. As soon as the monkey has climbed a tree, it will start abusing from its elevated position. Prosperity comes through vigilance, energy, and wise counsel. Throwing your cap at a bird is not the way to catch it. Beware of an oak, it draws the stroke. Avoid an ash, it counts the flash. Creep under the thorn, it can save you from harm. Where there are two friends with one purse, one sings, the other weeps. Wrath often consumes what God gives husbands. Never tell anyone what you are up to, because in silence lies the strength of true intention. When the river flows quietly, it runs the deepest. Speak less of your journey and let your actions reveal your path. Mediocrity is climbing molehills without sweating. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. If a blind man leads another, they both fall together. Pearls don't lie on the seashore. If you want one, you must dive for it. A smile will gain you 10 more years of life. The rain is not a friend to anyone, whether rich or poor, good or evil. A man's greatest support is not the gods, but his own two arms. If you are alone for a long time, soon you will accept loneliness. You will never know your potential if you are afraid to be alone. If a man hides being alone, it's a sign that he has found strength in silence, where true understanding blooms. A family is like a forest. When you are outside, it is dense. When you are inside, you see that each tree has its place.